Hello guys, today I'm going to show you a Web3 version of Apple Note. It is a really interesting coding challenge from Coderpush. So let's get into it. First of all, I'm going to show you the functions of this application. So we're going to run yarn dev. Okay, and it is up and running on localhost port 3000. Let me show you. So in order to see the nodes and to interact with the application, first of all, you need to connect your wallet. If you click any other component, the error pops up and say, please connect your wallet. So we're going to use Web3 authentication. So we click on Wallet Connect. So there's going to be two kind of connection. You can connection by the MetaMask if you are on the PC. And if your wallet is on mobile phone, you can click on Wallet Connect and use your mobile phone to scan the QR code. Actually, I want to show you right now. Let me record the screen. And it is recording. So I'm going to use a wallet from my mobile phone. And then I'm going to scan the QR code. Then I click connect and I'm in. Okay, so because I did some testing before, so you can see my past note is here. I can come in here and edit the notes. So I can edit this is a testing note. And I don't have to click save or do anything because this is real time. Also, I can log out and let me show you. We can also connect from MetaMask because I already connect. So they see the wallets here and they see that my record, my notes is all here. And you can also search by input the text in the search toolbar here, and it will automatically search all the nodes on the left hand side. Okay, so that is basically it. So now I'm going to dive deep into the code and explain how I accomplished this application. Okay, so let's get into it. So we use a framework called Next.js and Chakra UI. Actually, we can check it in the package.json file here. So this is all the libraries that I'm using for this project. We use Next.js and Chakra UI. Of course, you can use Bootstrap or any front-end library that you're comfortable with. But in this case, I just prefer to use Chakra UI. Of course, we use .env to store all the secret keys, etc. And we use Wallet Connect. It is a really powerful protocol that exists more than 300 kinds of wallet, and it's just proven to be working. So I just use the Wallet Connect and the Web3 model to handle the wallet connections and authentication, etc. And of course, we use TypeScript. And because it is, I grabbed this piece of code from one of my boilerplate blockchain project. So we do have everything in the source component here, and we do have contracts here. In this project, we don't use this one, but maybe in the future we will do some contract interaction, so I just leave it here. So this is the component to handle all the wallet connections. And what is interesting here is everything behind the scene is handled by Superbase, which is suggested in the requirement of this coding challenge. So I have experience with Firebase before, but trying out Superbase is a really nice experience. It is like an open source version of Firebase. So we spend a couple of hours reading the documentation, and you should be good. So the use Superbase components, all this code is on the Superbase documentation, their sample project. But the sample project is actually a chatting application through WebSocket. So we need to twist it a little bit to meet the requirement of this project. And so 95% of the code here is from the documentation, just a little bit of twisting here. Okay, so I store all the keys in URL and token when we register with Supabase on the .env file and just export it here. Okay, so let's get to Supabase and see what we did there. Okay, so I sign up with a Supabase free account, and then we create a project, and in that project we create a table called the Apple node. So the database just have one table for demonstration purpose, so we just use one table for storing all the nodes from a user. So if you come to table editor, and you can actually use a node, you can see the table here, and you can see all the data that already pushed into the push from our application front end. So in order to interact with this table, we need to create policies. And this is also from the Supabase documentation. So we create policy for insert and select and update, etc. So I create 3 policies here. And yeah, basically that is it. The cool thing about Supabase is that you don't have to do many setup for the real-time interaction. You just enable the real-time functions of the table in your project, and Supabase handle the rest for you. So as you can see from the front end, I don't need to click the save button or refresh button. Everything is real-time. And yeah, that is basically it, because this is just a demonstration program, so I just leave it here. If I have more time, we can actually move it into a different level by we can create an API standing in between the Supabase and the front end to do all the authentication. Also, we can do a end-to-end encryption to ensure the user privacy, because if you can see here, if you can go to the table, you can actually see the title and the content of all the nodes. So that is not good for a Web3 node, and it is not good for privacy. So we have more time, I can do a end-to-end encryption to ensure the privacy from the user. Okay, and that's basically it. Thank you for listening, and see you.